Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it is, what day is it? January 8th, 2020. Woo, a new year, a new decade, living large. I still have my Christmas tree up, as you could see. I still don't want to take it down. But so there also is another reason, another excuse I leave it up. So my dad, his father's father came over from Russia. So we celebrate like Russian Christmas, and that was actually January 7th yesterday. So that's why I leave it up for a little Christmas. But also, I really don't want to take it down. I'm going to be really sad to do that. So I'm probably going to have to do it this week. But yeah, one last video with the tree, because you guys know if you've been watching my vlogs that I love it. It was my best purchase of 2019, and I'm a Christmas fanatic. So yeah, but anyway, so it is the second week of 2020 now. Can't believe it, but it's kind of like my first week of 2020 because last week my sister was still here. She was still home. She was still off her job, so she was still home with us, and yeah, it's been kind of hard to like film vlogs because she was here for Christmas and New Year's, and my dad, he's been home for a while, so like with them here I want to spend time with them, but I also want to do this, so it's been hard to do that, but whatever. So it's 2020. That leads me into this vlog, what it's about. As you can tell by the title, it's about New Year, new resolutions. I'm really going to focus on resolutions this year. I say that every year. I always say it's going to be the year of Molly, but like I never follow through. Last year I did make resolutions and I wrote them on a piece of paper, but then I hid them like in one of my notebooks and I never looked at it ever again. Made them right after the ball dropped before I went to bed, and that was it. Nothing ever happened with them. But because I like was kind of embarrassed and I didn't want people to see them, like judge my resolutions. But this year, like, oh well, who cares? Judge me all you want, people. I am who I am, and I'm great. But yeah, so I wrote them out on little cards, and I think I've seen people do it with post-it notes where they like put the post-it notes on the wall so they see them every day. These ones, I think I have like some yarn. I'm gonna put them on the back of my door, so every morning before I leave I'll see them. I'll show you guys the end product of that at the end of the video. But yeah, I'm gonna go through them, and my first resolution of 2020 is to be more consistent. This goes into what I was saying about my sister being home and my dad. Yeah, I want to be more consistent, follow through with things, and I kind of want to make like a daily routine for myself, like wake up at this time, write to-do list, like do this, do that, like, you know, like even with YouTube, like I know I've been like really bad at like having set days when I upload, so I think if I create a daily routine it'll help me with that, like film this day, upload this day. And it's kind of been hard this year because like with like work and not working, it's like been hard. And then my dad, he fell, had a shoulder injury, and then like I was going to doctor's appointments with him, didn't know what was happening with that. He just had surgery with it December 19th, so Christmas was like a little hard this year, couldn't really do a lot. And he's been home recovering ever since, and we just went yesterday, January 7th, to follow-up appointments since the surgery. It's been 3 weeks since the surgery, and he's going to be home 4 more weeks, so I know my being more consistent is going to be a little harder just because like when he's here he wants to do things, wants me to do them with him, and like I'm trying to like help him with his like physical therapy and all that, so it's just been a lot. So it might be a couple more weeks before things are more consistent and I have a daily routine, but I'm really gonna try hard. And also with like work and not working, like I was working from home and that didn't work out, and now I'm like looking for a job again, so But I'm gonna make a schedule for myself and like to-do list and try to get those things done each day. Yeah, because consistency has not been my friend in 2019. But 2020, it'll be the year of consistency, maybe. We'll see. I know, like what's the saying? When you make plans, God laughs. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to try for me to each night before I go to bed, make a to-do list and try to get some things accomplished. You know, we'll see. But another thing to go along with that is I want to walk every day more. I've been, like, the past 3 days, me and my dad have been walking 2 miles each day. I'm really proud of us because we've actually done it each and every day. And that and being more consistent, like, I suffer from anxiety, like, not a secret there. Who doesn't this day and age? But, like, it gets really bad for me sometimes, and I think if I have a schedule, I'll be less anxious, because I know when I was in college and working part-time, it was, like, easier to manage it, you know, because I had things I had to do, and, like, it was just easier to manage my anxiety, but I'm still learning how to do that. And walking every day, like doing something physical, really helps me get out of my head and out of my anxiousness. So yeah, those two kind of go together. And then the next thing I want to do is write more. I used to write a lot, like in high school, like grade school, if you could count that. But like a lot in high school, and then when I went to college, things just got crazy and I couldn't do it anymore. And I was dealing with a lot of issues, and I didn't want to write because I didn't want to like see what I would write about those things. But going into like this year, I think it'll help me to process things that I've been through, because I don't really talk about them, and writing was always the way to like let out what I was feeling and going through. And I think it'll help with my anxiety if I write when I feel anxious and stuff like that and what I'm feeling. So yeah, I want to write more. And going along with that, I want to start a blog. Don't know if anyone will read it, but oh well, it'll just be for me. And sometimes like these videos too, I know like not a lot of people watch, and sometimes it's more fun that way because you could just like, no one's watching, so like who cares what I say, or like who cares what I write if no one's reading it. It's just for you, to help you. But I want to start a blog. Me and my sister have been talking about like starting websites for a while, and we bought like domain names, but we haven't like gone through with it, actually uploading and stuff. So I want to do that, and I think that'll help with like consistency and like developing a routine. So that's another one. Okay, so then my last 4, I want to be more present, like when I spend time with my family. I know we're all guilty of this, like being on our phones a lot and not really being in the moment. And even like when I visit places, I'm always like trying to take pictures and video it, but like just put the phone down a little bit more and just look around, see what's going on, be more present with my family, because like that's what matters the most in life, you know, is the memories you create with them and not what's happening on Instagram or Twitter. So there's that. And I want to say I love you more, because I'm not really want to talk about my feelings. It's like really hard for me, and I've like noticed in our family, and I guess it happens a lot when you're younger, your parents are always like, I love you, and like you don't go to bed without saying it to each other, and we've kind of grown out of that. But like we still love each other, we just don't say it a lot, like me and my sister do. Our dad doesn't really, but he has ever since he's like been injured and we've been taking care of him. So yeah, just to show appreciation for them, I want to say I love you more and fight with them less, because me and my sister especially, like as we've gotten older, have been butting heads a lot more. And I just want to try not to do that as much this year. To say, like, when I want to yell at her, maybe say, you know, Kate, I love you, instead of saying, you're driving me nuts. But yeah, so be more present with them, say I love you more to them, fight less. Those all go together, kind of. And then the last two, I want to make more time for myself. I know that sounds selfish, but like, I think like my sister being home last week and my dad being home a lot, I tend to just like fall into what they want to do and like be there for them a lot and not really for myself. And I've noticed that the more I do that, the more I get stressed out, like especially like with my dad lately. It's like, hey, could you do this? Could you do that? Could you do that? And like I don't mind doing it, but it's like if I don't take myself out for a little bit and like take a bath or take a walk or read a book or watch a movie in my room, a show, like a 30-minute show by myself, like I get so stressed out and then I end up like yelling at them, which isn't good, and I don't want that in the new year. So I want to like once a day maybe take some time, like meditate, watch a half-hour show, or like if I can't do it once a day, once a week, like Hallmark, starting Thursdays every week of the year, Hallmark's gonna show a Christmas movie that has my name written all over it. Maybe do that, or like go to the movies by myself, something like, you know, just so I'm not getting stressed out and like internalizing things and then snapping at people, because I don't want that this year. Year of positivity, guys. And then the last one is a really hard one, and I know it's not going to happen in a year, but I said this last year too, and I think I've gotten a little better at it, but I know it's going to be like a yearly thing for me, which is to accept myself more. I'm like super hard on myself. I think we're all guilty of this at some point or another. I tend to like compare myself, especially with like social media. It's so easy to do. I'm like seeing people, sorry, my throat's going muggy, who I've gone to school with, who like have jobs, have families, whatever, are taking trips here, traveling the world. And I just like get down on myself and I'm like, why am I not doing that? What did I do wrong in my life? Or like another thing I'm guilty of is like people will say things to me and I'll be like, well, what do you mean by that? Like, you don't think I could do that? You don't think, which is not good. Like, I need to stop doing that to people, snapping on them, taking things the wrong way. And I just need to accept myself more and know that I am a great person. I have a lot going for me and things will work out. So that is what I'm trying to do this new year. Another one I didn't write down this year. I wrote it down last year and it didn't happen, was to read more. But I didn't write it down this year and I'm already reading more. So maybe it's like a reverse psychology thing. I don't know. But yeah. So those are my resolutions this year. I kind of kept them simple. Like last year, I had a lot that I had just seen other people write down, like celebrities and stuff online, which wasn't good. And a lot of like kind of vain things like travel more, travel the world, which kind of isn't realistic. So yeah, and another one I wrote down last year was like drink more water, which I should do because I do pass out a lot, but it was like everyone was writing it down. I don't know. So I did. But this year I kind of tried to keep it more personal, more meaningful, and I'm going to try to pin them on my door now so that I can see them every day and I'll stick to them, because I really do want this year to be a year of growth for me. And I'm really trying to stay positive. Like last year was a tough year, I'm not gonna lie. And I think if the more positive I am, the more good things will happen. So that is what I'm wishing for 2020. Yeah, and I'm gonna pin these to the back of my door and then I'll show you guys that. Alright, check in soon. So I just have my resolutions and the year, not 2002, Molly, get with it, on some index cards, and then I have some string I found in my basement and some clothespins, and I'm just gonna hang this on there like that and then hang it on the back of my door. Alright guys, so this is the end result. This is the back of my bedroom door. So every day when I wake up and I'm leaving in the morning, I will see them and it'll be a reminder to get stuff done and just have a great 2020. It was a super simple idea, just stuff I had in my house, and it came together really well, and hopefully this will work out better than Post-it notes would have, because that sticky glue and Post-its, guys, it doesn't last forever. But whatever you're doing to keep your resolutions this year, I'm sure it is great and it will work out for you. Let me know down below if you guys made any resolutions, and if so, what they are, and how you guys plan to stick to them and follow through with them, because that is something I need help with. But yeah, I think this will really help and will help me to stay motivated and focus on my goals this year. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys liked it. Please be sure to like, comment something positive, and subscribe so you get more updates on my videos. Thanks, guys.